Hey guys, so this video is not a guide and it's not an opinion video. It's just sort of a vlog, I guess. Not really too sure. I've never done one of these before. Kind of like a weekly recap, I suppose. It seems like fun, and easy, and I like easy. So I'm just gonna be doing these hopefully once per week, but sometimes I get lazy, so maybe less, maybe more. Who knows? Probably just once a week though. Kind of to fill you guys in on what's happened this week with the channel, with gaming, and just kind of stuff in general. So with the channel, as I'm sure everyone knows, there was the big video that I released on Thursday or Friday? I want to say it was Friday, about the brand new additions to the Pearl Shop. Those being the Blessing of Kama Sylvia, the Book of Combat, and Pay to Win in Black Desert, what Cacao's doing. And so I'm not going to go over any of that again, but that video is definitely the most disliked video on the channel, or at least the most controversial for sure. It's got so many dislikes to likes, it's actually crazy. It's interesting at least. Don't think I really want to do any videos like that anytime too soon. Although unfortunately that did kind of push back another video. I've got a video, should you play BDO in 2018? And I've got something like a 6-page essay written up that I'm going to add another page or two that I was going to release this weekend, but with so many of the major points from that video in the pay to win video, I didn't really feel right releasing it just now, which is kind of a shame because I feel it's going to be a pretty good video. Apart from that, Black Desert, I've been playing a bit more recently, so I'm sure as a lot of people might have noticed over the last few weeks on the channel, my character wasn't progressing too much, but that's changed. I'm playing a lot more again, I'm a lot more active. I've got a value pack ticking again, so I can actually sell my stuff, which means I'm actually making money again. Woohoo, I'm not just spending hundreds of millions on the various items that I process. Listen to the lovely clickety-clack sound of my mouse, because my microphone is right next to it and picks it up. I got more to register, but I won't subject you guys to my mechanical keyboard right now. Well, except to get out of there. Apart from that, Black Desert, definitely a pretty fun game. Been having a lot of fun playing it. Kind of wish this scroll bar would get away on the top of my screen because Black Desert doesn't go down in OBS, but apart from that, there's not too much wrong. There is a new YouTuber I've been paying attention to called Dungeoneers or something like that. Making I'm sure you've probably seen it in the suggested videos, Rags to Riches, Black Desert Online. And he's already got 2,000 subscribers and like 20k views on a video and 10k views on another, and he's only got 3 videos out. But I'm not jealous, you know. It took me 6 months to get 1,000, but I'm not jealous of his 2,000 a week and a half. Okay, maybe I'm a little jealous. I really feel like I need to get a webcam if I'm going to do these. Because this feels like the kind of video where I kind of put a webcam up there and then you guys get to watch me kind of talking to my microphone. Maybe. Apart from that, Black Desert, not too much else. I finally hit 30% towards 60, which is a pretty big milestone for me. That's like 10% since the last time I actually grinded. Yeah, I'm not actually grinding. I really hate grinding right now. So all I've really been doing is processing and running around, exploring, and then going back and doing more processing. And somehow I've gained like 10% of a level towards 60, not towards like level 51, but towards 60 doing that, which is pretty sweet, I'm not gonna lie. There's been a lot of server outages recently, so that's a problem. Apart from that, for the channel, I'm trying to think of more Black Desert videos to bring you guys. There's definitely quite a few topics I haven't covered yet. There's the various class guides. I could make a wizard class guide, a Meiwa class guide, warrior, Valkyrie, ninja, whatnot. There's a few other life skilling guides, but I'd have to actually do them first. Training I've done on another account, so I mean, I've already made a guide on that though. Fishing, another character. Hunting, Trading, Alchemy is pretty much like cooking. A lot less profitable though. Farming, I would like to make a guide on that for you guys. It's very profitable, very good for sharps and hards, but it requires a bit more micromanagement than just a Worker Empire does. Sailing, I'd have to get a boat for that first. Apart from that, there's various normal guides. I've got a bunch of scripts over here. 1 second. What are my script ideas still got to do? Weight training, the intricacies of player housing, autopathing, updating the money-making guide, updating the fail stacking guide. I did that pet guide, so that's good. A few more 1 to 2 minute vids. I'd like to continue that series again. Apart from that, there's not too much else I've been thinking of. Maybe leave a comment below if there's any Black Desert videos or guides you'd like to see or like me to update. There's a few of my older ones I'd like to update. The beginner guide, for example, was done back when I had a bad microphone. And it's literally just me rambling into the microphone for an hour and 15 minutes straight. So I'm always so surprised that somehow it got up to over 100,000 views. As I don't consider it one of my best videos. I mean, it's not a bad video. I have like a script laid out in my head, but it's not like a great video or anything. But yeah, I can't remember. It's I've got a bunch of ideas for Black Desert stuff, but I'd like to hear what you guys have to say about what I should be doing in Black Desert from now on. I would like to make, seeing how successful Dungeoneers has been, I would like to make a sort of series of videos. I'm just not sure what to do. I'm not leaving my guild. Some people have suggested making a guild of my own. I've tried that in the past. Making a guild is a lot of work. Like, you've got to recruit people, you've got to be online all the time to answer questions, you've got to micromanage, you've got to trust your officers. There's just so much to do. I'm happy letting my guild leader Inf take care of that. Give him a shout out. He's been asking for a shout out for his channel, GZG, so I'll give him the shout out now. Hey Inf, I'm giving you a shout out, GZG. Literally GZG. That's the channel name. I want to say it stands for something like Gangzetsu or something like that, which reminds me of Zangetsu. And Zangetsu, it's a character from Alchemist Code. I want to say it's a character from Naruto. Actually, Gangzetsu might be a character from Naruto. Was that one of the Akatsuki? I don't know. Been a long time since my true weeb phase, anyways. Apart from Black Desert, King's Raid is actually doing surprisingly well on the channel. I'm really into King's Raid. Like, I've actually got it open on a separate monitor right now. Just drag it over. Went away. Just got Theo for my team, he's a pretty cool unit. I've got Sonya as well. I spent rubies to get Sonya. I used the Transcendence 1 ticket for Theo. And they're kind of calling with Mirianne and Annette to make my actual magic team. Because even though I'm in love with Ra, I love Mirianne even more. And these guys all synergize pretty well together. Plus, Mirianne and Sonya have this really cool sort of cutscene together that just looks awesome. So yeah, King's Raid is doing a lot better than I expected on the channel. It's getting quite a few views. I did not expect to get this many views. Alchemist Code, I am still playing, so for anyone wondering if I'm still playing, I am still playing Alchemist Code. It's just, Alchemist Code I don't really make gameplay guides for, because it's kind of hard to make a gameplay guide for Alchemist Code, just because everyone's units are different. King's Raid, you can tell people which units to grab and which units to go for. Alchemist Code, it's more like, so try to pull for this unit, but if you don't get them, this unit can do. If you don't have them, yeah, you're screwed. Which isn't really very conducive to making easy guides, because you kind of have to make guides with a vast number of units in mind, and you've got to... You really just got to have... there's so much going on that you've got to do. Yeah, I just used these nuts to recover some stamina. I've been watching a lot of Boondocks recently, and it sucks. Not Boondocks. Boondocks is amazing. It sucks because I love quoting TV shows that I'm watching, and Boondocks is very quotable. But I am not black, and that means a lot of Boondocks is very unquotable. Anything by Uncle Ruckus, for example, for anyone that's seen the show, is not something I can really quote in the day-to-day life. But there's a few things I can quote. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on the channel. King's Raid is, like I said, is doing better than expected. There's a lot of videos I'd like to make for King's Raid. I don't really want to overwhelm people with too many King's Raid videos, though, but I don't want to overwhelm people with too many videos of one kind either. Realistically, my goal for the channel would be to become more of an overall gaming channel. I have something in mind that I call Lighthouse Lectures, and you guys have probably seen a few of these. The most basic one so far was probably the Whales and Online Gaming that I released 2 weeks ago, I want to say. It's got an orca on the cover. I know orcas aren't whales, but, you know, it's whales in online gaming aren't technically whales either. We call them both whales, though, so I thought it was kind of cheeky, but yeah, I don't know. And honestly, what a Lighthouse lecture would be is just a general discourse on various game mechanics and aspects of game development and other stuff like that. The problem with that is that building an audience on YouTube really requires you to either be a personality, such as a Twitch streamer, or just a personality. I'm trying to define personality as I'm not gonna look up Merriam-Webster for this shit, but just someone. I want to say Logan Paul, but I really don't want to be another Logan Paul. Just someone that people like to watch because they're interesting or funny, or have a good discourse, stuff like that. So I'd like to make stuff like Lighthouse lectures and stuff that is more applicable to all games. The problem with that is making a channel work on YouTube. From what I've kind of realized over the past 6 months of doing this, you need to have a niche, and to carve out a niche on YouTube, unless you get really lucky, and luck is always going to be one aspect. For example, my channel wouldn't have gotten to where it is right now if the beginner guide hadn't blown up, and I still don't know why the beginner guide blew up, but it did, and yay, I'm pretty happy with that. It didn't actually really blow up for like 2 months though. Like, I could show you guys the graphs. It spends 2 months getting like 0 views, and then it starts to get 10, 20 a day, and then it starts to go 50 to 100 a day, which is pretty cool. But back to the YouTube thing. I like to ramble, I'm sure you've noticed. Getting a generalized gaming audience is difficult if you don't already have a pre-existing audience, such as if you're a Twitch streamer or something like that. And I would like to start streaming on Twitch. It's definitely something I'm interested in doing, but I do need to solidify my job hours for that, and I need to find a game that's worth streaming. King's Raid, much as I love the game, is a mobile game, and mobile games are not really great to stream unless it's something like Hearthstone, just because of the nature. Like, this is what streaming King's Raid would be like. You stream the game and then it plays for you, unless you're doing certain very intensive stuff. Like, I could turn this off auto and manage it all myself, for anyone that doesn't play King's Raid. Turn it off auto, have them all manage all their skills myself. But for farming stuff like this, I could also just keep it on auto and win anyways. So, I mean, no real point doing that. Let's turn off 1.5, actually. There we go. So, doing that is pretty difficult, and to grow the channel to that point, I'm honestly not too sure how to take it from here. Like, obviously, I keep making content for the games I like. Black Desert, Sea of Thieves, King's Raid, Alchemist Code, Battlerite, Destiny, any games that I play, Absolver. I can make videos for, but you need to make consistent videos. So currently, my weekly schedule, so I've never really talked about this in a video before, but the weekly schedule that I kind of adhere to is Wednesdays are patch notes for Black Desert. Saturday and Sunday, I make sure to release a Black Desert video each day. Now this week, I did not release a Black Desert video on Sunday because I did Friday, Saturday, and honestly, those videos were so controversial that I really didn't want to release a Black Desert video the day after, just in case. Yes, I could have tried to capitalize on the increased number of people coming to the channel, but I really didn't want to risk having an increased number of people disliking the video and leaving, well, YouTube comments, to put it nicely. So this week was the exception, but most weeks it's Saturday and Sunday are Black Desert video, Wednesday is Black Desert Patch Notes Day, Monday and Tuesday are usually a fairly simple video, something like what I'm doing right now, something that doesn't take too much editing or too much refinement. Thursday and Friday are usually slightly more intensive videos. They usually have some level of editing, or they require a bit more time to make the scripts or get them ready than the other videos that I make, but they're usually not Black Desert videos. They're usually either whatever game I'm playing most recently, or they're videos that came up on the spur of the moment. For example, the Black Desert video I released on Friday was spur of the moment when I saw how outraged the community was at the inclusion of the buffs for the Commissylvia Blessings and the Book of Combat. Other things include stuff such as King's Raid patch notes for other various games that I'm interested in doing patch notes for, various things about events, and stuff like that. So realistically, I'm already releasing pretty much every day. Like, obviously there's the occasional day. You could say this is a Tuesday video, so you could say I didn't release a video on Monday as I wasn't feeling too well on Monday. But for the most part, I release pretty much every day. So to expand from here, I kind of need to figure out a way to either broaden my audience. And to broaden my audience, I have two real options. I can try and double down and attract more players from the games I already play. For example, I know that I'm nowhere near the cap for Black Desert subscribers or for Black Desert viewership. I mean, it's kind of hard to say, really. So Black Desert viewership, if I just open up Google Chrome here, so you can see I'm already on pay to win. We'll just go ahead and full screen this. Oh, listen to my voice. Wonderful. 5,200 views, nice. So Black Desert viewership, if you look at various Black Desert YouTubers and what they post, you'll see that my channel is a low to, I'd say around a mid-level Black Desert YouTuber. Obviously, I'm not one of the big ones. Big ones would be people such as Moralin, Biohack, for example, Mr. Moralin right here. Pretty much the ones that get the big numbers. I'm not sure if this Kyrandis guy is. I'm honestly not too up to date on who the big Black Desert YouTubers are. And this is mainly for guide videos. I'm not really talking about anything else for Black Desert. But really, I would say the ceiling for most Black Desert videos on a Black Desert channel. So we're not talking general channels like the Lazy Peon, because Lazy Peon is a much bigger channel. If we search him up here, Lazy Peon Black Desert, Mr. 1.1 million views and 1.4 million views and 1.2 million views. Yeah, he's a slightly bigger channel than me, you know. But if we're just looking for normal Black Desert content, just search Black Desert here. So you can see MMO Byte 274,000. Quite a lot. Lazy Peon here, 49,000, Moralin, 59,000. And a lot of these are older videos. So if we, hey look, it's us. If we filter by upload date, I really hate YouTube search, honestly. Let's search in the last month. So yeah, so you can see most Black Desert videos, the cap seems to be about 20,000 views for a good video, and then over time it will just start going up. You will have more viewers as they get to kind of experience the video, and more new players will come through looking at the videos. So if I go to my creator studio, actually, show you guys all the analytics. I love watching the analytics. It's one of the most fun one of the most fun things about YouTube. I actually did really well this week, and mostly because of those really controversial videos. Oh, come on, really? 4,998 views? Come on, 5,000 would be a new record. This was my old record. 46.21, and then I went up to 47.16, and then the new record to 47.21, so yeah. I get excited over these numbers. So if I drag this way back, all the way back to the beginning of the channel. There we go. Channel created 7/3/17. First video was not released until 8/15. So let's see if we can't drag over to there, actually. Come on. Actually, you can kind of see the little number there, so let's move a bit closer. Alright, so this is the total growth of the channel ever, in terms of views per day. Watch time in minutes is a little different, mostly because watch time in minutes, it's hard to kind of evaluate my channel because I've got a lot of long videos, but recently I've been experimenting more with short videos. But anyways, the kind of gist of it all is that I get, on average, per day, my current average is probably about 2,500 to 3,000. And that's only a recent thing. That happened starting around the new year. I got a huge influx of viewers starting around Christmas, and I managed to ride that wave, releasing literally every day in January. I think I missed 1 or 2 days in total, and there were multiple days that I released multiple videos in January as well. So really, the current stage of where the channel's at is pretty good, but I would like to grow the channel more. I would definitely like more views per day, obviously. I like more watch time in minutes, but doing so is difficult because, and this kind of goes back to the original point that I didn't even conclude, the market share for Black Desert videos, it's not saturated, but there's not that big a cap. Black Desert's a popular MMO, but MMOs as a whole are kind of a dying breed. MMOs do not have the market share in gaming that they once had, especially if you look back around 10 years ago, when RuneScape was at its prime. There's a reason it's called 07scape for old school. When World of Warcraft was doing expansions such as Burning Crusade. Was that 10 years ago? I want to say 2008 was Burning Crusade. Guild Wars, the original was out. Guild Wars 2 wasn't on the scene yet. EverQuest. You had all these amazing MMOs. Lots of people trying to become the next WoW killer. Lots of viable MMOs you could play. And these days, the biggest MMOs, it's still World of Warcraft. But then after that, you've got like Guild Wars 2, Final Fantasy XIV, Elder Scrolls Online, Black Desert, Terra, Blade and Soul. You've got a lot of niche MMOs really these days. And a lot of them don't have the player base that MMOs once had. And most of a game's player base will not watch videos, they won't watch guides, they won't peruse outside media. One of the biggest things a lot of people on Reddit are always talking about is that Reddit usually makes up a very small portion of a game's total audience. So for example, League of Legends, the subreddit, has over 1 million subscribers, but League of Legends, the game, has over 20 million players, which means the subreddit represents about 5% of the players, if not a little less, because there's a lot of people that don't really visit the subreddit but are still subscribed. For example, I visit the subreddit to see the important stuff every 2 or 3 weeks. Sometimes I'll see it pop up in my Reddit feed as well, but I won't see it. I don't just hang around in the subreddit, and there's a lot of people like that. So online gaming communities are... The game is the first community, and then it breaks down to a lot of sub-communities. You usually got the game's main forums, you've got the subreddit for it, because Reddit is pretty much the biggest social platform apart from Facebook. You've usually got a ton of Facebook groups, but Facebook groups are a lot more disjointed. And then there's various other communities that might spring up around various forums or various communities. For example, if the game's Lighthouse gets bigger, if the channel grows, there could be a bigger community for the game's Lighthouse, and then my Discord. Hey, Games Lighthouse, I've got a Discord. Self-promotion, woo! My Discord could become a sort of community for a game. For example, it could become a community for Black Desert, or King's Raid, or Alchemist Code. So, I'm actually kind of confused as to how I got to this point. Oh, right. So Black Desert, I would say that 5,000 views in a week or a month is pretty much some of the upper limit for a mid-level YouTuber. And there's only so many spaces really for upper-level YouTubers in a certain game, because people don't want to split their time between a lot of different YouTubers. They'll check out a few, and then they'll kind of settle on one. Same with content creators in general. They'll settle on one or two, maybe a small handful, that they decide best convey the information they want and let them hear the things they want to hear about the game and find out the things they need to find out about the game. So the most magnetic personalities and the most informative players, so the ones such as Biohack that have spreadsheets and long lists of stuff, the ones such as Moralin that make tons of Excel sheets and stuff to document exactly how they're making money, those are usually the top of the heap for guide makers. Then you've got personalities such as Lakari, who are the top personalities for streaming, for just general video content. And then you've got, above all of them, you've got the they're really just the big fish in YouTube in general for the genre that the MMO falls under. For example, the Lazy Peon would be the biggest fish for Black Desert, as he has the most views by far, and he has the biggest community. Me, I would call myself in Black Desert a mid-level YouTuber, but I would call myself in general a low-level YouTuber, seeing as I only have 1,000 subscribers, and that was a very recent development. I haven't made a video on it yet, but yeah, I've got 1,000 subscribers now. Thanks, guys. That's it actually feels pretty unreal that I've got 1,000 and something subscribers. Couldn't actually tell you exactly how many. But yeah, so I mean, I'd like to grow this channel, but growing it's difficult. Figuring out exactly what to do to grow a YouTube channel and to grow content in general is difficult. It's not like there's an exact science, or else people everywhere would know exactly what to do. Obviously, what I should be doing is advertising on Reddit, advertising on Discord. But if I'm being brutally honest, I really, really hate promoting myself. I've done it once. I can even show you the video that I did it for. And it was actually for the, wasn't even one of the main videos on the channel. Let's go to most popular, most viewed. Oh yeah, this most viewed videos, 118,000, 20,000. There's a bit of a jump. So if we go all the way down here, should be right here. Yep, right here. The Raymay Character Spotlight, Alchemist Code. I posted this to Reddit, and consequentially, it is one of my most viewed Alchemist Code videos, and got me most of my viewer base for Alchemist Code, I would say. But honestly, I really just hate posting because I always kind of feel like I'm shilling for myself, and I know that's what I need to do, but I really suck as a salesman. I've worked as a salesman in the past. Oh god, I suck as a salesman. And I think my highest viewed Alchemist Code video is how to reroll. There's a few of these videos actually that, I guess while I'm here, might as well cover it, that I'd like to remake. Guide to the Dark Knight's good. Not going to remake that anytime soon. It's pretty new, November 24th. Beginner's Guide to the First Month. I would like to remake this. Its numbers are down pretty heavily in terms of just seeing how many people are watching it per day. It's a little outdated. Like if you just click on it, it doesn't even have the Mystic in it. And the Elan should be coming soon. God knows when that's going to happen. How to Create Your Worker Empire. I'm not going to remake that because I pretty much essentially just remade that with some brand new the step-by-step guide to creating your worker empire, which I released like 3 weeks ago? Wow, I did not realize it's already been that long. I'd like to remake the gear guide. I feel that's a little out of date with all the changes to Grunnel, the brand new lore sets, Oslo set being updatable, or upgradable rather. Guide on fail stacking, still relevant, no need to update that. Money making methods, this is the one I want to remake the soonest actually. This is, I'll be honest, this is one of my worst videos just in general. Yes, it's got almost 8,000 views, but it's just me kind of talking about, and I go too in depth honestly. I really don't feel like this needed to be a 22-minute video. This could be probably about a 10 or even a 5-minute video, and not too much would be lost. So I'd really like to go back and remake a lot of these. If anyone's actually watched to this point, I salute you, and please comment below on which of these I should remake. Apart from that, I mean, there's a bunch of stuff. Grunnel versus Heavy, I should definitely remake, or Heavy, I honestly don't know how to say that. I should definitely remake, just because Grunnel just got updated, and now it's a much different discussion, because one of the main reasons you didn't use Grunnel was totally changed with one of the recent patches. And apart from that, a lot of the popular videos for me are opinion videos. So I guess I'll close out this video with this. So opinion videos are what I refer to on the channel when I make a video that's not a guide, but rather focuses on something that's going on in the community and me giving my opinion on it. It's a marathon, not a sprint, would be an opinion video. Maximize, no, not that one. Memory Fragment Conundrum in Black Desert, opinion video. Pay to Win video, definitely opinion video. Enhancement versus Sniping, kind of an opinion video. There's at least one more down here. Enter the Pearl Shot, reach mid-game. I could have sworn there was at least one more. Yeah, essentially opinion videos are just videos where I give an opinion. They're usually... They usually get a lot of views for some reason, and I'm not sure. Oh yeah, here it is, sorry. This was, I want to say, the OG, server lag, controversy, and more in Black Desert. And actually, this video is really weird from an analytics standpoint, just because it got so many views in the first 24 hours, and then ever since it's gotten like nothing. I can actually see if I can find it. Views, just in general. It would probably be on page 2 if I had to guess. Wow, not in there. We'll have to drag this way back, huh? Huh, maybe it's on the other page. There it is. Yeah, it got 157 views on the first day, and ever since it has kind of piddled along with 3 or 4 views. So opinion videos are kind of like that. They get a lot of views right off the bat usually. Kind of go all the way back. Go here. They get a lot of views right off the bat. I've got to... Right. Sorry about this. It's a little difficult. Here it is. Yeah, so they get a lot of views right off the bat, and then they usually drop off pretty hard. This one is actually doing a lot better, mostly because, honestly, Cacao has really messed up, and a lot of people are really pissed at them. But the problem with opinion videos is they drop off really hard, and they're also really controversial. Like, if we go to the video, like, seriously, that is 114 likes to 81 dislikes. That is, for most of my videos, the likes to dislikes ratio is nowhere near, and also 176 comments. Like, I want to say in the first, like, 300, the comments have really slowed down. In the first, like, 300 views for that video, this video, there was, like, 1,045 subscribers. 70 comments, which means something like 1 in every 4 people were commenting. I might be exaggerating a little bit or misremembering, but realistically, it was crazy the number of comments that that video got, and the number of likes to dislikes. I've got to go to Creator Studio for this. Yeah, here you go. Like, pay to convenience, this one's getting a decent amount of dislikes, but most of them, I don't really, except this one. This one's weird. Most of them are nowhere near that. It's usually 10-0, 6-0, 48-3. Usually there's a lot of likes and the occasional dislike, mostly because people search out guide content really to find out about the game. And if the guide tells them about the game and what they're trying to learn, they're happy to upload it. However, if in an opinion video, they search it out usually to reinforce their own opinion. So if someone searches an opinion video, a lot of the time what they do is they're searching an opinion video to find someone that agrees with the position that they want to take. And if that person disagrees, for example, if I had pay to win a BDO, has Cow gone too far, and my position had been no, they've not gone too far, BDO is not pay to win, everyone's just complaining, then a lot of people would have probably, the likes and dislikes might have been reversed, and a lot of the comments would have been reversed from who commented. A lot of people would be saying, yeah, that's right, you tell them this is not pay to win, and if you want pay to win, go look at insert generic Korean MMO from the past 10 years, FlyFF. Mabinogi, plenty of good examples. Or insert random mobile game here. BDO is not pay to win, it's just pay to convenience. And, I mean, that's fine for opinion videos, but really, my only problem with opinion videos is I kind of feel like I prefer making opinion videos are pretty easy, but I prefer making guide videos just because opinion videos, a lot of people get really mad at you in opinion videos, and I don't mind people being mad at me. In fact, I responded to pretty much anyone that had a decent comment, really. I responded to. So, yeah, like this guy right here. I responded to him. Someone else responded to me. And I responded in fairly big posts as well. Did I respond to this one? I didn't. Oh, I did respond to this one. So, I mean, opinion videos, lots of fun. I'm definitely going to keep doing them. Don't even know why I'm talking about them. I just like talking, I guess. Also, I really do feel like a lot of my channel would be more suited to a podcast type form. But I like the visual aspect that a lot of the videos let me do. Even if some of them, the visual is totally unnecessary. I'm not sure how many people notice, but the pay to convenience video, like the part of it that's a video, the item, is paid money. I want to say it's gender locking was the video that this video is ripped from. And I mean, gender locking is one of my opinion videos. Oh, there's an opinion video that did not do well. But realistically, what I want for this channel, what I want to happen, is making more content like whales and online gaming, as well as more just sort of let's play stuff, such as the 1 sloop versus 2 galleons. Like, I honestly feel like this video is underrated. Like, I know it's an hour, it's an hour long, but I had a lot of fun making this video. This video is, it's exciting, it's fun. It's not very exciting, okay, I'll be honest. There's a lot of nothing that goes on. But like, I've got all these little text things that pop up to kind of punctuate the fact that I'm not really talking too much during the video itself. And plus, I mean, I take on 2 galleons in a sloop. That's pretty impressive. And I miss. But I mean, I hit a rock. Let's, no, that didn't happen. We'll just, yeah. It didn't happen if we didn't see it, right? Anyways, I'm not really too sure what I'm talking about here. Should I even release this video? Should I remake this video? I don't know. But I mean, yeah, I'm enjoying the channel. I like, to put it bluntly, I like doing this. I really like having a YouTube channel. It's a lot of fun. I can technically monetize it now, but I don't plan to do that for at least a little while longer. Maybe one day I'll slap some ads on, but for now I'm just kind of trying to grow the channel organically. I've actually been using that as an excuse for a while now. I'm growing the channel organically rather than advertise myself on Reddit or tell people about my stuff on Discord. I've really all this growth, like if we go back to that long, yeah, if we go back to this graph again, all this views per day and everything, this was all organic. Like, none, except for the single Raymay video, not a single one of this was from me advertising. There's no spikes from me getting a ton of subscribers all at once that all come watch my video. All this is organic, and I'm pretty happy with that. I mean, obviously I would like more subscribers, but I'm glad you guys all found me on YouTube and are subscribed to me. Like, shit, I like it. And it makes me happy. Hopefully my videos help you guys as well, and they make you happy. But in the end, I mean, that's what gaming is all about, right? Like, gaming is to make you happy. Yes, I rage a lot in games. If I ever release a Let's Play of For Honor, like the stuff I was doing earlier tonight for the dedicated server release, there's a lot of bullshit and what the fuck, but gaming really is all about finding a sense of enjoyment in games. And guides are to help people enjoy games more. Like, I release guides so that people don't have to get all frustrated over not knowing how to make a worker empire, or the stupid way that certain things are implemented in games, or figuring out what their first team should be in King's Raid, or how to use the various weapons in Sea of Thieves. And hopefully it helps you guys, and hopefully you guys keep watching. Anyways, I know this video went a lot longer than I expected, and honestly, if this is released, it's because I decided that even if I did it again, I'm not too sure what I would talk about, because I don't really know what I'm talking about right now. But if you watched this far, thanks for watching. Let's keep going to 2,000 subscribers.